everybody, and welcome to another episode of At Home with the Willises. I'm Nicci Willis, and
I'm Jameen.
And today's topic is going to be a little bit of fun today. We're going to be talking about what's the best TV show of all time. But first, you're at home with the Willises. So before we get started, I want to remind you to make sure you subscribe. Hit that button right there below and make sure you hit the bell so you are notified every time we upload new content. All right. We're gonna have some fun. Like, we don't always have to be serious, guys.
We always have to have serious.
Honestly, I don't think we're ever serious.
We are serious. We just throw a little fun in it, you know?
Well, listen, when you're at the Willis house, what do you expect, right? Y'all know now because you're subscribed, right? Mm-hmm. So now you know how it is around the Willis house. But like I said, we're gonna have some fun and we're gonna talk about the best TV show of all time. We got Jen here. Jen, you got your mic. So yes. We're gonna need we're gonna get some dialogue, this is gonna be some good discussion. Yeah. And of course, you know, I'm gonna ask you, go ahead and put it in the comments what your favorite all-time best TV show is. We want to know, and we want to know why. Gotta know why. Okay, gotta know why. All right, so babe, what's your favorite TV show? Let's get it started.
Well, I wanted to break down numbers because you can gauge this from your favorite.
Okay.
You can gauge it from the most viewers. Okay. And then you can gauge it from the longest running TV show.
Okay, so we're going to break those down first.
Yeah.
So we're not doing favorites yet then?
Not yet.
Okay.
So, or this could be a good argument if it's your TV show or not, or what a good argument for what's the best so far.
Okay.
So
we're going to talk about most successful ones first.
Yeah, so if we're talking about numbers, we're talking about longevity, and we're talking about conspiracy. A lot of times we talk about conspiracy theories on this show. Number one.
You the only one be talking about conspiracy theories on this show.
No.
You do.
Everybody got some part in the conspiracy theories.
Okay, I'm just saying, if y'all been with us for a while, y'all know who the real conspiracy theorist is in the Willis house. But it's all good though, baby.
It's funny till it happens. It's funny till you run out of water. You see what I'm saying?
Oh Lord. Okay, so what's the so we're talking about successful ones though.
Yes, so number one is The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
So since the beginning of its run in 1989, The Simpsons have had a whopping 35 seasons.
My goodness.
And 740 episodes.
Wow.
So I just turned The Simpsons on like a couple of days ago just to see if I run into some new things that I should know, because the whole theory is that they bury information of things that's going to happen in society in the episodes of The Simpsons. So people have gone back, people that have time.
True. Yeah, people that I don't have that type of time.
They have found things to be true that was in previous episodes of The Simpsons, like
I've heard a few.
Donald Trump being
becoming president.
That was Twin Towers.
Are the aliens working with the Simpsons and passing them the info, or like what's happening here?
I don't know, Jen, but like they're if you go, you can probably look it up on YouTube about Simpsons and like conspiracy theories and things that have happened that the Simpsons episodes have
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Prophesied, if you, I don't know. I don't want to
It's like from presidents to
but anyway,
people winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
To, you know.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, like I haven't done
the Donald Trump one was like spot on.
Yeah.
Because even like his wife was in there.
Yeah,
and they weren't even together yet.
The idea.
They weren't even together.
They gave him the idea. Like he watched the show and like, man, I could win.
Yeah.
And
well,
here we are.
You know, because remember at one point he said, I don't want to run for president. No. at one point he said that years and years and years and years ago. Obviously, you know what has now happened. But that was when this episode came out. Like this was years and years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Twin Towers, same thing. There was an episode that came out about that attack before, like years before that ever happened on 9/11. So,
and it's something to say that this is like a animated series. So a lot of times, like you may not take things as serious if it's like in a cartoon.
Sure.
But I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Like if you go back, like if we go and look now, and you say like the top things that the Simpsons predicted that came true, like it's like a list of things. That were on The Simpsons. So
I'm boggled by the fact that it started in 1989.
And
that was 35 years ago?
It still comes on to this day. Now, I don't know nobody right now
Jeez.
that's checking for The Simpsons, but it does still come on TV. Because I just watched it like 2 or 3 days ago.
You had it on the other day, and I'm like,
I'm checking for new conspiracy theories. I'm checking, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for new ones in The Simpsons. Okay. If you got a particular episode, let me know. Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. Something we need to know. Let me know. Anyway, so back to The Simpsons. It's 740 episodes, and it's the longest running American animated series, longest running American sitcom, and the longest running American scripted primetime television series of all time. So it's primetime spot too. It's not like soap opera.
We're talking about 8 o'clock at night.
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
You know, this is primetime TV. Again, I don't know nobody checking for new episodes of I don't know, like, oh, I gotta get home and watch.
It used to be like that.
Simpsons.
See, here's the thing.
Roku.
I never watched. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons, so I couldn't I only know things like what they've predicted, but I was never like a Simpsons watcher. Did you watched it? Let us know in the comments if you watched it.
But it wasn't like my favorite show. It's just like, oh, The Simpsons are on.
Did you watch it, Jen?
That you watched?
If it was on, I would sit there, but I couldn't tell you like, oh, The Simpsons come on Tuesday nights. I have no idea.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, one thing I like about The Simpsons is, on a positive note, I mean, it might have been a little dysfunctional at times, but they had like a family unit. So it's like the father, the wife, brother, sister, things like that. I think they appealed to like middle America a lot. And so that's why I was able to. So if you think about like TV shows that last for a long time, they kind of hit the middle of America. So like you got like The Simpsons. And what's the one with the, even though it's like, more modern.
Family Guy?
No, Modern Family.
Oh, Modern Family. So I like that show.
See, I was thinking Married with Children. I was like, wait, that's the one.
I wasn't allowed to watch that one either.
I used to watch Al Bundy every single night. I remember I used to watch Al Bundy every night before I went. I called it Al Bundy. I didn't call it Married with Children.
I was going to say,
we called it Al Bundy.
Okay.
Al Bundy every night before I went to sleep,
Yeah.
and then me and my cousin Brent would be on the phone while we was watching Married with Children. I don't know what was that all
we were
about.
not allowed to watch that.
And then Cheers would come on.
You watch Cheers too?
Now I used to couldn't stand Cheers, but one time I gave it the time of day to watch, and Cheers is actually a good show. It was a good show.
Oh, that's how I knew it was time to go to bed.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Or when MASH came on. When MASH came on, it was bedtime. Y'all go on ahead and go to bed.
Oh, man, you need to go to bed. That show, I didn't...
Like, did anybody ever sit through an episode of MASH? Have you seen it?
I think MASH watched America. I don't think America watched...
Chris loves MASH. Chris bought, like, the box set. Chris Moore. Our cousin Chris.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a big
Chris,
MASH
if you're watching
fan.
this... Are you really? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, that's like his favorite show. He like got the whole like box set.
Wait a minute, because if we're gonna talk about favorite shows, you have to watch Everybody Loves Raymond every night. That is your show. We got to do. We're gonna talk about it.
Top 5 dead or alive. Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay, we'll get into that though.
That was a great show. Everybody loves. Again, it's like the middle of America, but they were more like on the East Coast. But like King of Queens, like it's always like middle of America, Midwest, like you know, family thing. Like so, I think the Simpsons. I don't think the Simpsons started it, but like we'll get into it.
Okay.
So these are just numbers, right?
Okay.
It's not like my favorite, your favorite, or whatever. These are just numbers.
We're pulling numbers.
So number 2 is, I mean, you could guess this is Friends.
Yeah.
So Friends had only 10 seasons compared to The Simpsons, which had 35. 10 seasons.
For some reason, it feels longer.
Reruns.
It felt longer. I don't know.
That's just 10 new seasons, but the reruns have gone ever since it went off, probably.
Okay.
So it started in 2004. Many people still watch.
No, it ended in 2004.
Oh, ended in 2004.
I was like, wait, that
Yeah.
can't be
Yeah,
right.
no. Yeah, it ended in 2004.
I never watched new Friends episodes. I always watched it when it was like reruns. I never watched like new Friends.
Yeah.
But Friends blew up, had a resurgence because then like you can go to Target or Walmart or you know and get a Friends. Now kids like probably never even seen Friends. They like
The
got
couch
the
and
T-shirt.
the T-shirt,
and,
yeah.
You know, it's got a new little wave.
The Purple Apartment.
So some people consider that one of the best sitcoms ever.
I never watched Friends until I moved to college, and my roommate was a diehard Friends fan. Like she'd be like, Nikki, we have to watch Friends, and I'm like, oh my God, Chrissy, like I don't care. And then all of a sudden, about a month later, I'm like, come on, Chrissy, we gotta come on and watch Friends. It's about to come on at 7:30. Let's go.
Did you introduce her to Living Single?
I didn't,
Oh,
but
you
she
didn't
did
do
watch
your
106
duty.
in Park with me,
You
though.
didn't do your duty you didn't do your
We
duty
wa-
as an African American and introduce
Listen,
her to
I put her on the 106 in Park. What else do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? I was doing it for the culture, okay? When she was in on 106 in
Bow
Park,
Wow.
and then we
Lil
had to
Bow
watch her.
Wow or AJ and Free.
Oh, we was on AJ and Free, okay?
Okay.
We was on that AJ and Free, so thank you very much. But anyway, so yeah, that was when I first got into watching Friends, and I was hooked a little bit.
You know why Friends made it? And this is what people miss out on. This is why shows end.
Do tell.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's the music when it comes on.
Oh, I know that. I know that theme song.
It had the catchiest. It wasn't my favorite show, but I sit there
I'll
and
be there for
I would watch the beginning of Friends, and when the song went off, I would turn it off and I wouldn't watch the actual show. So yeah, I think that the beginning.
And then you gotta go.
Yeah, remember
gotta do the
all
whole
the
thing.
shows: The Cosby Show, Family Ties, Friends.
Family Matters.
All of them had a
Really good
jiggy
theme
intro.
songs. And now, you know what these kids don't have today? They don't have theme songs.
Right. That's why stuff don't be lasting on TV.
Ooh.
And think about it. They say this is a big rich town. It's got a catchy theme. Power Universe.
Power.
Ghost.
But you know what? We
Tommy,
watched that though.
BMF.
Is it?
All
Is
of them
it?
got a
Are we
jiggy
the
intro.
millennials and Gen X's? Are we the ones that require a theme song?
I know shows be getting canceled and they don't be having a jiggy intro.
Maybe this generation, they don't care about it.
Fresh Prince. Who don't know Fresh
Now
Prince?
this is a story all about you, right? But see, again, that was
What's
our
the theme
generation.
song? What's the theme to Game of Thrones? It's some random music.
Dun, 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 dun. I know that one, but again, that's for us. That's for our. That's Gen X and millennials.
It's the music. I'm telling
Game of
you.
Thrones, honey. Listen,
Telling you it's the music. Anyways, we got off on
sorry.
the rabbit hole. So back to Friends.
we're back.
So people give Friends credit as being the glow up of sitcoms getting paid money like movies. So when they started, they were earning a modest like $22,500 per episode in the first season.
That's modest.
But the show,
Listen, I will guest star on what you need. You just need 10. I got you.
that's a modest. So that was the whole problem. Is they said that because the cast was all white, except for I think Robin Givens had like a reoccurring role.
It wasn't Robin Givens. It was
Somebody
else. She was on the talk. I know what you're talking about. I can see her.
But
if you know it, somebody tell us what it is in the.
But
in
it was a
comments.
huge disparity in what black actors were getting paid on sitcoms, and then they looking at Friends getting paid, even when it was like low.
At the beginning.
So that was the first season, but it grew so popular, like Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. So now they grew from $22,000 to $1 million per episode in the last 2 years of the run.
My
$1 million per episode. I'm like, I'm cool on movies.
Wait, and then like back then when you had like a 22 episode season, right? Like
$22 million.
22 million.
And that's not even like reruns. So they actually like, that's the come up. Like they cool in life. Because a movie, you could get paid like $5 million, $3 million for a movie.
Yeah.
But if the movie don't do well,
yeah, sure.
But you know, like if
talking about residuals
multiple
when
seasons and things like that.
Yeah. And
so
like when the reruns come out,
they were the highest paid actresses of the time. So Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, and
Lisa Kudrow.
she was the one, the taller
She was so
one.
funny. Yes.
So Friends collectively earned $816 million and at least $550 million for the executive producers.
Wow.
Martha Kaufman, David Crane, and Kevin Bright. So overall, the show generated $1.4 billion in earnings for its stars and creators since 1994 debut, and $4.8 billion for its production company Warner Brothers.
Man.
So that was
They hit
what
a
you would
lick
call
on
a
that.
successful show.
They hit a lick on that. A lot of things had to align for that to happen. But yeah, you're absolutely right. So Friends was like a mirror of Living Single.
So let's Google what came out first.
Living Single came out
Living Single
first.
came out first.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
Friends was put out as the white answer to Living Single.
Let me see.
And then here we are.
Yeah.
How many seasons of Living Single?
I don't know. We're looking it up right now, guys. Well, when did it start? Oh, Living
5.
Single only had 5. Okay, when did
But
it start?
5 is enough to copy?
So they started, it says August 1993.
Oh.
Friends started in 94.
So a year
Ooh, child.
after.
The disparity
Yeah, it was like
Single
really
is one
Hey,
of my
gap.
favorites.
was, Living Single. That was one of my COVID watches. I binged Living Single during the COVID time.
What did it have? A jiggy intro.
We are living a single. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going to sing each one just so y'all know.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to get a snippet. Just a snippet. And y'all sing it along with me if you know it. All right? Okay. No. Okay. So what else? Because we got Simpsons. We got Friends. This next one.
I'm about to go in on this one.
Come on
right
and
here.
go in.
Going in on this one here. So this is controversial.
But we going to focus on the actual show, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because the show, you can't take away what the show did.
Now this is the greatest like family feel good sitcom ever, in my opinion.
Okay, so
Not my favorite, but the best like family sitcom, Cosby Show. Bill, I don't know if he did, I don't know if he don't. Even if he did do it, it don't take away from what was created with that show. It showed a whole
family unit,
married black family unit.
Claire Huxtable.
Claire Huxtable was the finest ever.
Even if you had like the best mom
Claire
in the
Huxtable
world, you
was the
still wanted
finest
Claire to be
TV
your mom.
mom
And you just wanted
ever.
you just looked up to Claire Huxtable. I mean, she was a lawyer. She had 5 kids. Most of them going to college.
everywhere.
And when I tell you, just her wardrobe was spectacular. Hair always together, and then she would give you that.
What would she do, babe?
This.
What would she give you? Oh, that's what she gave.
Yeah.
Okay.
She would give you one of those.
Little shoulder rub.
That was just, I loved everything about that. We grew up with Rudy. You know what I'm saying?
That was the
I had a
first
crush
show.
on Theo.
That was
Theo
the first
Huxtable.
show I remember like all the like cousins and stuff like crowding around the TV with like popsicles. Like the
Sure.
Cosby Show is on. Like
Yeah.
stop what you doing.
Yeah.
Come in the house.
That's good. You're
That
right.
was like the
I think
first
so.
show that like demanded that like stop what you doing.
Yeah.
Nah, we coming inside.
If you missed it, you threw that VCR in there and you press record. You know.
Yeah, the Cosby Show.
Oh,
So it
wow.
showed family issues. It had different kids in different age groups, so everybody could kind of like relate to it. So whether you were a parent, a kid, a teenager, a younger kid, so they had different age groups in there. Cosby Show. How many seasons of the Cosby Show?
Remember when she broke up with Elvin and she was walking around like, the flowers have died, there is no morning dew. The lovebirds know
8.
no love.
Cosby
song.
Show only had 8 seasons.
Really?
That's not only. That's
And I
a
feel
long
so
run for TV.
That's 8 seasons is long.
It's even
Rudy
longer
was a
than that.
teenager by the time the show was done, and she was
Yeah.
like 5 when it started. And then we met Olivia, little Olivia. So you saw a blended family.
Oh yeah,
too.
Raven Simone.
I mean, you saw so many aspects of the Black family, and that's why I think that one worked. Besides the theme song, because every season was a different. It was the same song, but a different arrangement. Loved that.
They knocked it out the part when they had what was his name, Bobby McFerrin. Yeah, and they had all the flowers like the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Little things
Oh, the dance. Remember that one? Okay, I'm done.
I had the
I'm not
sweaters.
done.
My Uncle Winford.
Yes, you had the Coogee sweater.
No, not the Coogee sweaters.
What?
Bill Cosby used
Oh,
to have
Bill
the
Cosby
leather
sweater.
sweaters with the leather and
Yes.
suede on there. They were called Saxony sweaters. Bill Cosby sweaters. My uncles had all the different colors.
The fashion, and then the spinoff. We won't get too deep, but then spinoff was a different world.
That was a great show.
That was such a good show. The first set when everybody graduated.
I like
but
the
the
different
first-
world. It was a little unrelatable for me though. It's
You
like
didn't want to go to
Who
Hillman?
wouldn't want to go to Hillman? I wanted to go to Hillman.
yeah, I didn't.
Until I found out it didn't exist.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't understand HBCUs until I was like way into adulthood. I didn't even understand the concept of like college is college. I don't.
Yeah.
Ohio State, Notre Dame. I
HBCU.
wanted to play football for Ohio State or Notre Dame. That's pretty much.
I didn't know what a PWI was until I was in one. Which, for those of you who are watching, a PWI is a predominantly white institution. So I didn't know what that meant.
You went to a super PWI.
No, it's just, I mean, there isn't a super one. There's just, you either go to
Northern
HBCU
Kentucky
or you go
University.
to a PWI.
KU.
And that's a majority
Yeah,
of the
Mascot
colleges
was
here.
a Norse. Come on now.
Go Norse. Norse Nation.
Uh,
Okay. Anyway, back to the Cosby Show. Man, but okay. So can we talk about, and maybe you probably got it in here. Why? Because I got to scroll down some more. But a lot of people got their acting debuts from the Cosby Show.
they did.
Give them that credit. We saw so many people. Let's see.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Yes.
Theo's friend Smitty. I don't remember his name on the Cosby Show, but his name was Smitty on the Cosby Show.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam Sandler. Oh, no, because I'm thinking of Cole from Martin. But what was his name on the Cosby Show?
Cockroach.
Cockroach.
Oh, I want to let people know because I just found this out and I've been watching it like crazy. It's a TV station called like Griot.
Griot. Yeah,
Griot.
they played.
They
Yes,
played the Cosby Show.
they played the Cosby
I
Show.
thought
on Griot.
I thought the Cosby Show was
Ugh.
canceled from everything. Like they did.
Yeah,
They pulled
they
it
did.
off
They
of
pulled it.
everything for a
They
long time.
pulled it, yeah,
But
but-
the TV station on, I got Hulu, but Hulu is called Griot. If you want to check out the Cosby Show,
Yes.
Griot got it. And
Yes.
they show like 7 or 8 episodes in a row, and then something else come on, like Gunsmoke or something like that. But
Yeah.
so we can talk about the people, and then I'll go through some of the facts. So, Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Theo.
Theo.
I thought he was so cute. After like season 2, I had a crush on him.
I remember he had that shirt with the.
Oh, the Blue Cantrell. It was the Blue Cantrell. He was like,
Gordon
Gordon Cantrell.
Cantrell.
Luke the singer.
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Gordon
I'm
Cantrell.
like,
I'm like, what?
that's
That
not
doesn't
it.
sound right. I got the Cantrell part, y'all. Dang, gone.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Cole. So he went from there to Cole. Then you had the whole Different World spinoff. So
Yes.
Lisa Bonet, all of those people. Y'all
Raven
remember
Simone,
the Cosby
she was
Show
so cute.
spinoff with the younger dude? He had like the dread, the locks. It was called like
I did not like it. It was called
It
the
wasn't called
Cosby
the
Show.
Cosby Show.
Oh, it was called like the Cosbys.
the Cosbys.
It's
or
called the
something like that.
Cosbys.
It was okay.
And it was Cliff and Claire, but I don't even think they used those names. I don't think.
No, he had like a different wife.
It
or
was
something.
It was Claire was on there. That show lasted maybe 2 seasons, maybe.
I don't even think I've heard of it. So
I was
Yeah,
so
it
excited
lasted
to
about
watch
3
it.
seasons. Yeah,
And then I was so disappointed. The guy was the guy from Cool Runnings.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
It was the guy with the dreads.
It was
from
a good
Cool
show.
Runnings.
Spin-off.
I was not. I didn't like that show. I don't know why. I mean, because I just wanted. I wanted the original show. That's all. Right. That's all. So, what? Okay, wait. I gotta read this. Let's see. While Cliff Huxtable was ranked number 1 on TV's guys list of 50 of the greatest TV dads of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He was great. Like that.
That
like
was everybody's dad.
Right. I can't name another. Like the Black family. It was Claire Huxtable, Cliff Huxtable. And then the grandparents would come in. They would have the little, goodness.
Granddad come in with the saxophone.
Yes.
And he was in a real jazz band.
Baby.
He was in a real jazz band in real life.
Was he really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So many great things you saw. Graduation.
So the music was composed by Bill Cosby and Stu Gardner. So Bill Cosby had a hand in the music too. And then the actual show was the brownstone was in Manhattan. So St. Luke's Place in Manhattan is where they
that
shot.
needs to be as famous as the Full House.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It's just like a forgettable brown brick building though. Like you could easily like mistake that for something else. Like that San Francisco look and the hillside. That's kind of like
I guess. I'd go see it. If I was in Manhattan, I'll go find it. Actually, if somebody's already in Manhattan, just tell me where it is because I really want to find it. Just tell me where it is.
You don't want to go hunting.
Yeah, just give me the little pin on the Apple Maps. But anyway, what else, babe?
The actress who played Claire, Felicia Rashad, was only 10 years older than Sandra.
Yes.
Sabrina LeBeau.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm. Remember Rudy's friend Peter?
Yes, little Peter.
He suffered from stage fright, and he often forgot his lines during the Cosby Show. So that was
that was really him.
His like character. Like
That's
they just
so
went
cute.
with.
They went with it.
they went with it. So
did you know Alicia Keys was on the Cosby Show?
Yep.
I remember that she had the little short afro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought she was a boy.
Yeah.
Now don't judge me because y'all did too. Don't you judge me. I thought that was one of Rudy's little friends that was a boy, but it was actually Alicia Keys. So my bad, Alicia. You look lovely now.
A lot of people
Very
came through
lovely.
the Cosby Show.
Okay.
That was one. I would say that's the best. Like family.
Sandra's twins.
Oh yeah.
Their names were Winnie and Nelson after Winnie and Nelson Mandela.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking rich history in this.
Did
in
Nelson
this show.
Mandela get like reparations or something for all the time he spent locked up? Did they give him
he
a
became
check
president.
or something? That's wild. I wonder, did he get? I'm gonna Google.
Babe, stay focused.
Okay, all right. That's another time, another podcast.
This is
But
what happens
shouldn't
at the
he
Willis
get,
house.
like,
I'm telling y'all.
No, like what's the dude? The 5 boys that went to jail. They got like money or something. Like they made
New
a
York?
movie.
In New York.
Yeah.
The
5.
Lord have mercy.
I didn't watch it because I just couldn't take no more of those kind of movies.
It was tough. It was a great.
But they got
movie.
some
It
money.
was tough.
I would think that Nelson Mandela
Lord
would
have
got
mercy, what?
something.
I don't know, but he did become president. So I mean, he got a country.
I'm not sure that's how presidency works.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
it
he
doesn't.
don't own the country.
Yeah. Okay. Leader of the country.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they talk about.
So you got something
social
about the Sopranos
issues.
in here. This
All
is
right.
all you because I didn't start watching the Sopranos until after we were married.
I probably saw 2 of them, maybe.
Y'all were just not hip.
Also, we didn't have cable at our house.
That's basically what I got to say. So if you didn't have cable,
5 channels.
So Sopranos started that was the new wave of sitcoms, like those big like HBO.
No, series, because this was a drama.
I guess. But like the big shows on like HBO, Showtime, Starz, The Sopranos jumped all of that off. And that was like, The Sopranos were popular because in the 70s, mostly 80s, you had the huge movies, mafia movies that were like huge. So The Godfather, that came out like 78, Scarface, The Untouchables, all that stuff came out. And then so people were waiting. You had Godfather 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then they stopped. So there were no big mafia movies coming out. So they took the mafia culture and family sitcom and they mashed it together and made The Sopranos. Sopranos are definitely in my top 5 shows of all time because you had this tough guy that was like a mob boss, but it was like modern day. So he had suffered from panic attacks.
Yeah.
He went to a mob boss to go and talk to a therapist. He had a counselor. And
so she was tired of him. My Lord. I was tired of him myself.
Yeah, so they showed like the family dynamics. They showed the mafia. They had comedy in there because the underbosses were like hilarious. And then they had their own storylines of their families, their little crews that they ran. That started for me. That started the watch parties too. I think that's when watch party. Well, I don't know. The Cosby Show, that was probably the first real watch parties. But like adults getting together to watch a TV show, I think The Sopranos, and I would put probably not now, but Grey's Anatomy in there too, where like people started having like
Grey's Anatomy.
Watch parties. Never got into Grey's Anatomy. I got tired of all the hospital shows. It was like Grey's Anatomy, ER.
Oh, Lord, Grey's Anatomy.
Blah, blah, blah. Everything was a freaking hospital show.
ER was the bomb.
But it was so many of them.
I watched.
Like it was like you either a hospital or cop show. Like 8,000, you know.
So what y'all don't know about me, I'm a doctor.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So, but like, okay, so one of my favorite shows was Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, and I watched the whole
the
thing.
vintage medicine.
So, like, you got scurvy, I know what to do. Okay, like I'm a
weak.
whole doctor.
But you heat up a glass and then like put it over the wound.
I know what to do. Okay. So when you talk about the hospital shows, I'm like, look, I got it. Right. I'm a doctor.
Oh, you needed some iodine and some towels.
Exactly.
Some clean
You
towels.
know catfished everybody?
Ooh.
Doogie Howser.
What you mean?
He's on my list.
That's your favorite?
I am a doctor.
Oh, we got to get into this. What?
Yeah.
No.
Doogie Howser, MD. That was a good show.
I need to
Doogie
think
Howser
about
was a
my
good
favorite.
show.
What my favorites are. Oh, you know what? I'm getting my favorites.
Yeah, you're getting your list together.
I'm getting my list together.
Get this together. So let's talk about The Sopranos.
Okay.
So it showed like a mob boss, but he had like, you know, showing a mob boss who had like feelings or whatever. So it was like the new millennium of like mafia stuff.
He had real issues like a person.
Yeah. So
you kind of felt a little empathy for him.
Yeah, so that deal marked the beginning of HBO's rise as a television film giant because HBO had a chokehold on like shows for a while, like those type of shows.
Yeah, they were rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
I think the only person that dismantled them was Netflix.
Because they had The Wire, they had The Sopranos, they had that show. I watched that show, Weeds. That was a good show.
Never watched
Then they had the True Blood. That was like a.
Never watched that either.
You never watched that?
No.
I watched a little bit of it. I don't really like scary or
I'm not into
science
scary
fictions.
things.
And then what's the one with the zombies?
Oh, was that on HBO?
Yeah. What's the zombie show? What's the zombie?
Walking Dead.
There you go.
Yeah, The Walking Dead.
That was on HBO?
Yeah.
Couldn't do that one. And not at all. Ooh.
So The Sopranos kicked off like that genre, that time period of like HBO shows.
Okay.
And that had like one of the biggest, like more people tuned in to watch the finale of.
Game of Thrones was on HBO too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is
and
my
what's
series.
the jail shows?
And now House of Dragons.
What's the jail show you watch?
Oh, that's on Netflix.
Oz. not Oz, but Oz was on HBO.
Oh, Oz was on HBO?
I don't like jail shows like that, but Oz was on there.
Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, Orange is the New Black.
All day, every day, yes.
That was HBO, right?
No. That was Netflix. No?
No, it went from
So now I don't even know.
Netflix.
What did it come on? Anybody?
What's the one that was like that? Wentworth.
Oh, I can't watch
Dark.
that. You know I'm the type of person, like, I can't watch too much dark stuff because then I got to get my Bible out. I got to pray. It just becomes a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I got to watch Disney Channel to kind of break it up. I can't do it.
HBO had a run because then they had Ballers with The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Nia just started watching
Yeah, she
Ballers.
likes that show.
They had The Wire, and then they also had, my show, not Arliss, but the dude that was a sports agent.
Oh, that with Lloyd?
Yeah, with Lloyd.
Oh, Entourage.
Yeah, Entourage. Yeah. Entourage, How to Make It in America. They had Kid Cudi.
What was that
on
one
there.
guy? California. What was it?
No, that was Showtime.
Oh, okay, never mind. Just kidding. All right.
Californication. That's my top 5. Definitely in my top 5. Californication was a great show. The writer, whoever, I forget who the writer.
The guy from X-Files was the one that was starring in it. Scully. What?
Scully. Did you watch X-Files, Gia?
No.
No?
She just told you she is a doctor. You know where Jen is going with this. You know where she's going with this.
What's the new doctor show? The guy, he got like, he's like autistic or something, but he...
Good Doctor. The Good Doctor.
I was thinking House. Like, that's how long ago.
House, man. His bedside manner is awful, isn't it? Oh.
You watched House for a while.
I did.
That was like early in our marriage you watched House.
I did. His bedside manner was horrible.
But he got you fixed, didn't he?
He did.
He knew.
He did.
All right, so let's go in a row. Top 5 TV shows of all time.
Okay, so we're going up 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you doing?
I don't know. Just your top 5. It don't have to necessarily be in order.
Okay, good, because I don't think I could do that. Okay, so yeah, definitely the Cosby Show is in my top 5. 100%.
Top 5?
Yeah. I will sit and watch the Cosby Show.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. I thought we was all going around in a circle. What's going on?
No, do your top 5, then I'm gonna do my top 5.
Oh, this is too much pressure. Oh, okay.
You're not gonna go in a circle like 5.
Well, I thought it was more of a forum. Okay. All right. So Cosby Show. I love me some Orange is the New Black. That show was chef's kiss. Yes, 100%. Game of Thrones got to be in there. Very disappointed about that final season. Though.
Let me pause.
Somebody
for a
needs to
second.
know.
I got a confession. He has never watched an episode of Game of Thrones.
And I have been trying to get him to watch Game of Thrones.
It's like 13 seasons. I ain't about to go back and watch all that crap.
It is 8, and listen, winter is coming. You need to know. But now you can get into the prequel with me, which is House of Dragons. Not in my top 5, only because it's only one season, but can't wait till that comes out.
I don't like those Dungeons and Dragons, 300 gladiator type shows. I can't get into medieval riding on a horse.
Give me historical fiction. Speaking of historical fiction, Bridgerton's is on there. Bridgerton's is on there.
Time?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
It's Bridgerton, and it's got to be all of them though, because it's a Bridgerton series. Because you're not gonna make me split it up. That's what you're not gonna make me do. It's the whole Bridgerton series. So Queen Charlotte is up in that bad boy.
Of course,
absolutely, 100%. Thank you, Jen. All right, how many do I have left?
You said Bridgerton, Orange is the New Black,
okay,
Cosby Show,
okay, Game of Thrones. Put that in there.
Game of Thrones, okay.
Okay.
One more.
Family Matters. Thank you and good night.
Okay.
Thank you and good night. Family Matters is
quality TV.
Steve Urkel. Wait a minute.
I think
Stefan Urkel. Put it in the comments below, ladies. You know.
Life. You hear me?
Put it in the comments below because you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how Jaleel White could take off glasses. Okay.
A whole new man.
And become the finest man I have ever seen. Obviously, baby.
He put on the leisure
13-year-old.
He was ready.
The hot tub time machine. He was in the time machine.
He was not. It wasn't. It was a boot.
Did you do the Urkel dance?
No. Yes. Do the Urkel. Yes, of course. Do it. everybody. Okay. So yes, it was a porta potty. That's what it was. It was a porta potty.
I feel like we should do like feel good shows and then regular shows.
Babe, you said top 5.
Okay,
Now
all right.
that was my top 5.
I got some
Let's reiterate.
honorable
Let's
mentions.
repeat.
Okay.
Okay. So Cosby Show, Orange is the New Black. What else did I say? Bridgerton, 100%. And then did I say Game of Thrones already? Game of Thrones.
You actually named 6, I think.
I didn't.
Because you said Cosby Show and you said Urkel.
No, Urkel's not. Family Matters is 5.
So you put Family Matters above Cosby Show.
Yeah, because it made me belly laugh. But but you said it's just that you said top 5. I asked you if it was like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's 6.
Yeah, I can't order mine. I
can't order mine. 5. It's just the bowl of my top 5.
No, but you named 6.
I didn't. Cosby Show.
Okay.
Orange is the New Black. Game of Thrones. Bridgerton. Family Matters. That's 5. That's my bowl of my top 5.
I thought you added one more.
No. Yeah. We're not gonna do honorable mentions till everybody names their top 5. Okay. You want Jen to go? You want you to go? Jen, go for it.
Okay. So Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, of course.
She said, of course.
Living Single is one of my top ones.
All
That's a
time.
good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let her
all
share
right,
her
I'm just
bowl.
clarifying.
Top
Fresh
5.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay. All right.
Dang,
NCIS. And how
what,
many is that?
really?
Oh yeah, I live for the NCIS every time it's on.
Really?
All of them too. Like I watch Hawaii. I watch
what is
New
it, LA?
Orleans. Like NCIS all day. So yeah.
Remember CSI? So you like that better than CSI? Because
Is that the one with Ice-T?
No, Ice-T is on Law and Order somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to hate that.
LL is the one that's on
God.
NCIS.
LL Cool J. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the redhead dude that he
The what?
cold, but he like.
No, sorry.
LL Cool J?
No. What's your top 5? NCIS.
NCIS.
Yeah, that's the one, the redhead dude.
That was CSI.
Oh.
Okay.
The black
Yeah, I'm
the
like,
black
I
guy?
don't remember nobody redhead.
No, he wasn't a black guy. He was a redhead guy.
Hey, I need more description. This is the redhead guy.
They had like a Miami and a different location.
That was CSI.
Okay.
I think we talking about CSI. Okay. Did we get all top 5?
Last one, 2.5 Men.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, gee.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I watch it all the time.
Really?
I'd be so
Anytime
mad.
it comes on.
Jennifer.
I'll tell you why I don't like that show. Because on the weekends, Raymond don't come on the weekends. They show 2.5 Men. I gotta sit
weak.
there.
You don't have to. No one's forcing you to watch it. But yeah,
Charlie
really,
is hilarious to me.
I didn't like anything about that show.
No. Live for it.
Well, I'll take that back. The housekeeper, she was a good time.
Yeah.
Her wit was spot on. I loved.
That's our family show, and as much as we probably shouldn't, but me and my papa and little Rico at the time, he got to be 6 or something.
Wow,
watching 2.5 Men. When again, he probably shouldn't have been, but that was our
You
family
know what?
time.
Hey, we've all as parents just let our kids watch certain things. Probably that I wasn't allowed to watch Martin.
Really?
Yep.
You couldn't watch Martin, The Simpsons.
Yeah. But we
Couldn't watch nothing but TVN.
yeah.
Jimmy Swagger.
I'm trying to think what we watched that we probably too much. Cause some shows are just like
Living Color. You could watch.
I could not watch in Living. Oh no, I could until they started getting like a little too edgy, and my parents was like, shut it off.
Living Color.
My mother said, shut it off.
Like thinking back, Living Color was wild.
Yeah,
Like,
it was. They pushed the
Talk
envelope.
about getting canceled.
But we
like,
watched that as a family until they started pushing the envelope a little too much. My mom said, "Mm." So yeah, I was a lot of things were banned in my house, but
Living Color and Martin were like the two things like you went to school the next day and like did you watch?
Honestly, you know what really pushed the envelope that we allowed our children to watch?
What?
SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants pushes
My daddy
the
likes
envelope.
that show. I can't stand it. Like I don't get it. I don't. Like it.
SpongeBob needs a little.
I'm sorry, but
adult supervision.
SpongeBob, that was like one of the cartoons that I could actually stand up.
I love SpongeBob, but also if I love it this much, I don't think my kids probably should have been watching it.
Yeah, that's true.
I
But
think
they start getting smart with all them Pixar movies. They start making stuff that the parents wouldn't mind watching too, and they like, oh yeah.
And then they just push a little bit more, and push a little bit more. Anyway, okay, your top five. We're gonna see about this, Jen. Come on, we're gonna see about it.
So I felt like they started leveling up. So mine is definitely different.
Okay.
So no specific order. I gotta say Sopranos. The Wire, for sure. I tried
to start watching that.
I ran The Sopranos back during COVID.
I think I just missed it.
And it's still, like, sometimes you're like, oh, that didn't age well, or that wasn't as good as I thought it was when I was a kid. No, Sopranos was still good.
Okay.
So, Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, for sure. Breaking Bad was one of the
I got through,
greatest
2 seasons, and I was like, you go on ahead.
ever.
You go on ahead.
I gotta put them 2 in the same thing because of the spinoff. So Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul was a tie.
I'll let that slide.
It was kind of like a spinoff, so it's kind of like
Because if you're gonna do spinoffs, then I could have added a different world.
Yeah, that's true. But
let it slide,
Breaking Bad, I go back and forth in between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul because Better Call Saul described like how the people became who they became.
Sure, it was a prequel, right?
Better Call Saul was a great show. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and go on AMC's website and get Better Call Saul t-shirts. Okay, all right, sidetrack. All right, so y'all got me sidetracked. So Sopranos, The Wire,
Okay.
Breaking Bad,
Yeah. All right. What's your 4th?
Californication, because the writing on Californication was just amazing.
Oh, I did not like that show like that.
The writing was
Wasn't
dope.
a fan.
The writing was dope, and then I would
like
say
the lady
it's
on
a
it. She was
tie, but I would say it's a tie.
No.
but
You
I'm
can't.
gonna go ahead and put the Cosby Show over Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh wow! So Everybody Loves Raymond comes in at a 6.
I can't watch the time. I would watch the Cosby Show at night if I could, but I can't watch it. They canceled Bill. They canceled the Cosby Show. They canceled
But
World.
it's top 5.
They canceled everything. Honorable mention Raymond. That would be number.
You know what my
6.
honorable mention is? You get one too, Jen.
Get an honorable mention too.
The Golden Girls.
Yeah.
The
I was
Golden
really surprised that the Golden Girls didn't come into the conversation.
See, I watched the Golden Girls tonight.
I switched from Raymond to Golden Girls.
Hey, thank you for being a friend. Now that
music.
theme song,
That's what I'm telling you. It was the music. Oh no. Wait. I'm gonna substitute.
You can't. Johnny.
No, I gotta substitute. No, I'm gonna take out Californication.
Okay. Please do.
For Ghost.
Oh my gosh, I didn't say anything about the whole Power series.
See, you be forgetting about that. You be forgetting about that Power.
You know what? That is the series that
that's your
like
wire.
that's the one.
That's like your wire. Like
yeah, I would agree. But that like you know how so the spouses out there y'all can agree like it's that one show that y'all gotta watch together as a couple, and then you find out that your spouse done cheated on you and watched the episode without you.
Nah,
and you feel some kind of way about it.
If you fall asleep, it ain't my fault.
You feel that?
If you don't make it a priority,
ain't nobody falling asleep.
It ain't my fault.
You
and then
cheated.
You be waking up asking questions.
If
like,
you watched it,
watch it,
you cheated. If you watched it without the person that we have an agreement that we're gonna watch it together, and then you watch it without me. What would you call it?
We had the power party.
We had the hour of power. The hour of power. We in our little small apartment. We had 20 people in our apartment.
20 people in
all those kids. We stick them in one bedroom because y'all go in the bedroom and play. We would all be there, and I mean, we'd be in discussions. It was like a book club almost. We would be having discussions, talking about conspiracy theories. We talk about who gonna get who, everything. That was good times. Good times.
We did that with the Yellowstone series.
I never got into that.
That's big too.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
Like,
gee.
we did
Okay,
that with the
I get it.
Yellowstone series. And we would sit there and like, well, what the nerve of her? You know, we'd have a whole discussion about it. But yeah.
Is it over?
So
or is it still going on?
I got a question.
I think it is over. They're having issues with the
writers.
creator. So I don't know that they're coming back.
I thought that was been over.
Yellowstone? When did it start? When did it come out?
20 years ago?
No, Yellowstone started maybe 3 years ago, but they had
really?
all of these offshoots. And then now I think that the whole thing they're not making anymore because they had issues with the creator.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I hate when people's like creative like works get squashed. But...
All right, I got one more question.
yes, okay.
What's one show that was like your show, and then it didn't come back on no more, like, or it didn't get renewed? Like, what's like a show that you was like, dang, that was my show. That just
I only got one season of it or something like that.
Or something like that.
Ooh.
I'm surprised Insecure didn't make it in your top 5.
That was a good show, but it wasn't like I couldn't miss an episode. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a lasting. Now it's a great series, but it wasn't. It just can't make it. Not everything can make it. But I really liked this show called, I believe it was called Lie to Me, and it was more on the lines of
Don Cheadle.
Oh no, that was House of Cards. Loved that one though. They were business consultants. No. Mm-mm. It was called Lie to Me, and it was like a forensic kind of guy who watched people's facial expressions and movements and things like that to figure out. Like they would hire him to figure out who did it, and that was such a good show. Yeah, Lie to Me. Who was in it?
Tim Roth.
Yes. Kelly Williams.
Mekhi Phifer was in there.
Yeah. I'm sure he was. But yeah, Lie to Me was a good. That was a good. Honorable mention to Blackish. Love Blackish. That's a very modern Black family show.
It just wasn't quite there. Like it wasn't Cosby.
But we tuned in every week. You know what I'm saying? We had like
close.
I
just felt like it didn't really get the hearts of Black people like it should.
Did you prefer Grownish? Did you watch that?
I liked
Grownish, much like Different World, the first generation. Second generation, I was just like,
this new season is pretty good. Actually, they kind of because they put Drewski in there, and I like Doug and the dude with the little tail on there. Yeah, they did pretty good this year. Grownish mixes, it was bad.
That did not go well.
It didn't make it.
And they were supposed to do Oldish with a spinoff with Lawrence Fishburne and Jennifer Lewis. They were supposed to do it. I don't know what happened to it, but that would have been good. And it was supposed to, of course, obviously show their lives as retirees and newlyweds again, because they got married at the end of Blackish. So, but it never happened. So, but honorable mention though to Blackish. That's a really good show.
No, I'm talking about a show that got canceled. You know what mine is?
Oh yeah. What?
What's the one? It was a cop show, and the dude had like anger issues. And I think it had...
Did I watch it with you?
Yeah. I think it had Angela Bassett in it. I can't think of the name of it.
Now, the only thing I can think of is 911.
Nah. I can hear the music of when it came on.
I can see her character, but I don't think I ever watched that show.
What are y'all talking about? And what music? Sing it.
It was like a trumpet. It was a cop show, and it was like a burly dude, and he had like anger issues, but he was a good guy. Like one time it was like 911, but it was like a police show.
Okay.
And
we're not gonna get this.
It was an episode where the little boy called the cops on his mom.
Okay.
And he ended up taking the little boy out there and giving him like a whooping.
Like a spanking?
Yeah, for calling.
She's been in so many things.
Southland. That's what it was called, I think.
Southland?
Yeah.
I do remember Southland.
It only had
that was a good show. Yeah, you're right. And then it just disappeared.
Yep.
Yes.
That's my number one show. Like, that was a good show. And
that was, yes. Okay, he wasn't the burly dude, but he was like blonde, and he had really bad anger issues. You're right. That was a good one. Oh man. Okay.
My,
Regina King was in there too.
my one that got
No,
canceled.
it was Regina King.
Oh, Regina
That's
King,
what it was.
not-
Okay.
not Angela
That's what it was.
Bassett.
Sorry, Jen. I didn't mean. I know. I'm like, what's happening? Wait a minute. It has 5 seasons.
It don't seem like it. They were real short episodes, or they ran them back after back. Southland was a good show.
We need to run that back.
That was a really good show.
Jen, go.
The one that got canceled, it got canceled after 1 season, and I lived for this show. Like, I loved everything about it. It was called Emerald City, and it was a take on The Wizard of Oz, but it was so good. And it went away, and I was just distraught.
Wow.
It was a really good show.
Did you ever watch Once Upon a Time?
Yes.
Yes,
I love that show,
right?
too.
Never got
that was
that.
so good. All right. Oh, that could have made nope. You know why I didn't? Because after a while, it just started getting a little crazy.
Right.
When they went into Hades and all that stuff, I ain't got time for it. Now I got to get out my Bible. Now I got to pray. You see what I'm saying? It just, it's too much. It's too much. All right. Y'all been with us for a while. Thank y'all for staying with us. This has been fun. Make sure you put it in the comments what your top 5 is.
I only have
we'll
one
let you
current
get one
event.
little honorable mention though. Just one.
One honorable mention.
Yeah.
Put your top 5 favorite TV shows
Series. Yeah.
of all time
Yes.
in there.
Yeah. I love this. All right.
Only current event I have: richest man in the world. He says wild stuff, but you know why? He don't have to code switch. He can be his authentic self.
That's different.
Your boy Elon is telling people that they need to bust it wide open. Basically, that's what your boy Elon is telling people they need to do.
What?
He's saying there's not enough people on the planet. He said that it's a low and rapidly declining birth rates are the biggest risk to civilization. Now, this is interesting. Now, Elon Musk has
9 children, I think.
10 kids, almost 10 kids right now. And so
he up there with Nick Cannon and them. Nick Cannon is solving the whole problem for all of us.
Nick Cannon, oh God bless the dear old dirty bastard.
How many kids he had?
A lot of kids.
Really?
A lot of kids. Oh. Yeah, he had a lot of kids.
So what does he want us to do? Start procreating again? Because
He-
Willis team,
Yeah, so he's saying that a growing number of people are deciding not to have children.
or having smaller families, right?
Yeah, and so on one hand, I'm like, yeah, easy for you to say. You're a freaking billionaire. You don't have to pay for all these kids.
Kids are expensive. Human beings.
You know
are
what? I was
expensive.
talking to somebody and they was telling me younger people, that's not a goal
Not a
of
priority
theirs to
then.
have kids. And,
get married,
and
have
people
kids.
asked them why, and they said, man, this world is, young people are saying, man, this world is crazy. Like, I ain't trying to have no kids.
I've never really understood what kids do. You know, I understand you get pregnant, you have kids. That's okay. But the
What they do for you?
Yeah, the people who are I want a child. I'm missing a child in my life. What does the child bring to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, especially when they say, I just want somebody to love me unconditionally. Let me tell you something. Get you a dog. Get a dog. Get a goldfish. Get something. Because
these kids
children
are
ain't going to love
sometime-
you unconditionally. I'm tell you that right now. I'm tell you that right now. Matter of fact, go in there and tell your kid to go to bed early. And we'll see if they still love you. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Tell them they can't have pizza for dinner.
Ask them about the math homework.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go tell them. Go tell them to go back in there and wash again because they missed a couple spots. We'll see if they still love you. So I don't. You know, why did we have a child?
We do.
We had one together. Why did we choose to? I guess we just
'Cause
did
that's
you
what people
actively
do.
choose to? Were you sitting down
We
yeah,
did.
I want
We were like, yeah,
you
we
want to have a
gonna- we gonna have a
kid?
kid. Okay.
Next day, she was
I've
pregnant.
never done that.
That's true. It was
Real life.
You know,
We'll start off
we
with the
don't- we
dog.
don't-
I was like, if you wanted to have a kid, you should have just said that. We didn't have to go through this thing of getting this
Oops.
yappy Yorkie. That's another thing. So you was like, yeah, you okay with having kids?
I
And
was
I
like, yeah.
yeah,
Next month, I was like,
pregnant.
it's positive.
Plain pregnant. That was the first. I ain't like I got a whole lot of kids, but that
We
was
have 3
definitely
total.
a planned pregnancy.
Yeah,
I
Jonathan
never
was
thought-
determined to get here.
I knew I always wanted to be married and have a family, but I wasn't like I want to have. I thought about having 2 kids because my grandparents had 2 kids,
Yeah.
a boy and a girl.
Jen's like, I can take it or
I was
leave it.
gonna be the fly auntie and live my whole world.
I will say, as I'm getting older and my kids, like we got 2 adult ones, one, got his foot halfway out the door. Not halfway out the door, he's 13. But anyway, I'm feeling my little auntie phase now. You see what I'm saying? I can pump you full of sugar. We can jump. Huh?
Auntie the who?
All of our family around here. Now, I do miss my nieces and nephews back at home, but like, I'm chilling. Auntie
I
phase
tell you
is
one
nice.
thing. I wouldn't want to have no more kids for financial reasons, just concern reasons.
Don't have to worry about that.
And like, I don't know, like you think about from 0, I'll just say the next 20 years, I have no idea what this world is going to look like in the next 18 to 20 years. So I wouldn't feel confident like this world ain't going to be like bonkers in the next 18 years. But I would say being a parent definitely changes your life and give you something to live for or a sense of purpose. Like once you have kids, but before then it ain't like, oh, my life is not complete if I don't.
I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I just, people have children for different reasons, and now Elon wants you to have more. So,
well, I thought we had.
Y'all get to it.
He said that it's the opposite though. That's one thing that I found. Like, if you listen to somebody smart or somebody rich or somebody in a position of power, I thought that this was interesting. Other than like the shock value of it or whatever, because like you got somebody like Bill Gates saying that, oh, the earth is overpopulated, and you thinking all these conspiracy theories about population control and food scarcity and global warming and all this stuff. And Elon Musk is like, no, actually there's a shortage of people. I think that he knows. I know he knows something that a lot of people don't know. I think that he's thinking down the line of like AI and stuff like that, or like smart people. He was in this article, he was saying that too many good smart people think there's too many people in the world, but he was saying basically like you need more like smart people in the world.
So now you're talking about, what do they call it, like Darwinism and natural selection and all kinds of stuff. Stay out of people's wombs. Stay out of people's reproductive systems. Stay out of their reproductive organs. Mind your business. If you want to, create all those kids because you can, more power to you. But let's stay out of people's reproductive systems and organs and all the things. Okay? Let's just go do something else with that.
Like
just
you
do
go
something
be
else.
you. I'm
gonna be me. Just chill. Because if you get into economics too, then it gets into another issue. So we're gonna leave that over there, Mr. Musk, and close out with this real estate minute of the day. All right, real estate minute of the day. Let's talk final walkthroughs. Now, in your home buying process, towards the end of the transaction, you have an option to do a final walkthrough. This is actually a part of your contract, and when you put it in the offer and the offer is accepted, you're essentially contractually obligated to do a final walkthrough. Now, you do have the right to waive it if you want to, but here's why you should not. Because final walkthroughs, you're able to go back into the house that you are now under contract for, and you're able to test everything. You're able to see if the lights are working. You want to make sure the plumbing is good. Are there any leaks? What's the foundation looking like? Flush every toilet, turn on every shower. You're able to test everything because you want to make sure that the house that you originally got into contract with is the same house that you're getting ready to close on in a couple of days. Once you take possession of that house and something is wrong, it is now a you problem, not the seller's problem. So again, make sure that you go ahead and do that final walkthrough, okay? Even if it's, it might be inconvenient to do so. You might be super excited, but you want to make sure, especially if maybe the seller had been living in the house and now they moved out of the house and now you get to see that house and it's vacant. You can kind of check what was behind the couch, what was behind the, in the closets and all those things. Check all those nooks and crannies, and then make sure that the house is still the same house that you got under contract with at the beginning. All right? That, ladies and gentlemen, is your real estate minute of the day. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Listen, I hope you guys had fun with this episode. Again, we want to know top 5. Put your top 5 in there of greatest TV shows of all time, greatest TV series of all time. You get one honorable mention, okay? One honorable mention, and then we'll see if we're tracking on the same page. We'll see. I think this is going to be good. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time. Bye.